Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I am Tinesha Davis. This is Fun and Budget, where what do we do? Where we find the beautiful balance of living a fun life and a fiscally responsible life. In this video, we're going to go over my January budget review, okay? At the beginning of the month, somewhere near the beginning of the month, I like to do my budget with you guys, and then at the end of the month, we actually review the choices that we made, and we compare, did I do better or did I not do so well with the money that I brought in for the month, okay? Let's talk about it. On this side of the paper is what I projected I would have done. And on this side of the paper is what's actually happened. If it has a pink star beside it, it means I did better than expected. And if there's a blue star, it means that I didn't do as well or I didn't budget for it at all. Okay, let's talk about the details. In January, I projected that I would make $11,400 in income. And this would be my income after taxes and payroll deductions. I actually did a little better by bringing in $12,466. And here's how we spent it. HOA, I said $97, but it actually went up a little bit. Right here I said $102, but it actually is $105 with processing fees. The gas bill, I said $118, and it actually came in at $159 because it is cold in these streets. Electricity, $214. It came in a little lower at $180. Cell phone, $225, and that is for 3 phones that's on my plan. The internet service, $85, and that's because I pay for the fastest speed internet that my area provides. Security system, about $50. Housekeeping, $175. And insurance for 2 cars and somebody else's insurance that I pay came in at $54. And this is because I'm insured with USAA, and I believe at least once a year, it could be twice a year, they actually invest dividends back into the company, and then they pass those savings off onto us, and so we get a discount. So this is my discounted payment. Okay, $54. Not like that every single month, but it would be super dope if it was. Easy Pass. I set aside $25 and I actually didn't pay anything because there was no need to re-up because I haven't been hitting them toll rolls like I've been hitting them in the past. Subscription services, $81, but it actually came in at $34, and this is because I canceled vidIQ. Timeshare fee, $995, that's what I paid. And then I have this little $3,781 in a little cloud off to the side, and that actually represents what I paid for my property taxes on this property. I separated my escrow from my mortgage payment, and so now it's up to me to make them bills. And I talked about this before, that I actually was late, so I actually had to pay a penalty and some interest. Otherwise, it would have been more closer to $3,300 for the 6 months. But this is what I paid. But this is off to the side because it's not showing in the typical budget because I did not use money that I made this month to pay for that. I actually moved some money from my savings to cover that because every single month I set some money aside and I put it in my savings account to go ahead and pay this bill. Now I know that some people, when they do something like that, they may add the savings to their income, but I kind of feel like that's not quite the truth, right? Because this isn't income I made. This is income that I already had because I set it aside. So I just wanted to point that out, that I did pull some money from my savings to pay my property taxes. PicMonkey, $108, and this is the editing tool that I use for my thumbnails. I spent $660 in gifts. Food, $237, which was actually pretty good, being that I normally spend about $300 for the month. And food includes eating out as well as groceries. Household miscellaneous, $166. And fun miscellaneous, $41. Hair, I said $300, but I spent about $330 getting in these faux locks. Nails, $80, but I spent $75. Eyelashes, I said $115, but I actually paid $135 because I did need a full set instead of a refill. I went to Mexico this month, and I set aside $1,000 for Mexico, and I actually only spent $468. Yay, yay, yay. Like I said, I always feel like the goal for me is to feel abundant, but yet I love coming in under so that I can actually do other things with the money that I don't spend. I love keeping my money because I believe that that is the secret, or not so secret, to actual wealth building. It's not what you make, it's what you actually keep that matters. Savings. I said $1,736 for savings, and I actually did $2,013 to savings. 401k, $1,500, but actually it was $1,540 that I sent to 401k, and that is because the $1,500 was based off of what I did in 2021. Now that the 401k max that we can do went up by $1,000, it went from $19,500 to $20,500. I'm actually maxing them out, so therefore that's why we see this small adjustment here. And that's why it also gets a pink star, because even though it's more, it's actually more toward my overall savings. HSA, $200. Mortgage, $1,536. And then I said for the extra mortgage, because it is my goal to pay this house off sooner rather than later, I set aside $1,500 for the extra mortgage, but I was actually able to do an extra $1,050 to the tune of $2,550. Yay, so excited about that. And then here's some extra things that actually came through that wasn't in my budget, but it happened. It happened. So let's see. Spirit membership, $70. Actually, in the future, I think that this is something that I can cancel, because I'm finding that as the world is actually kind of bouncing back, or I don't know what it's doing. Whatever it's doing, I'm finding that Spirit flights to Miami are not as low as they used to be. Like, Spirit used to be the GOAT when it came to flying from the DC metropolitan area all the way to Miami. Now I'm finding that other airlines actually are coming in lower than Spirit, so I need to cancel this. It just renewed itself, so we'll go ahead and keep it again for this year, and remember to write it down somewhere to cancel this in the future, or at least when it comes out, you have a few days grace period to actually call Spirit Airlines and get that money refunded. But yeah, so that's what that is. Kept Onstage App, the annual fee for that came through at $50, and I'm going to go ahead and keep that because I am just so proud of what he and his company and his wife and all of his partners are doing over there by creating an app, creating their own content, and just really putting their money where their mouth is, putting their money where their heart is. And so I support that. $50, that's not a lot to ask. Trade and travel. I talked about this before in previous videos, but I actually did a Take Your First Trade challenge. That was $55, and it was totally worth it. If you guys see that challenge pop up in your lives, please consider it. I really do think it gave me the jump start that I needed to open up a brokerage account and to get started buying stocks and ETFs and all of that great stuff. The rental electricity bill. And so a lot of you know that I do have a rental property that's unoccupied that we are still putting back together because we had the tenant who did her thing with it. And so the electricity bill for that came in at the tune of $172. And I believe that is it. I believe that is it. That's what happened with the month of January. So if you add all of that up, it comes to $12,466. That's what I chose to do with my money for the month. That is a story that my money is out there on them streets telling about me Question: what's your money saying about you, boo? Until the next video, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and be a member of the Fun and Budget Accountability Tribe. We need a... FAB stands for fun and budget, but we need fun, accountabilities, and budgets. That's what we're doing over here. We are all about being accountability and... wait a minute. We're all about being accountable and providing accountability and not making excuses for what we're doing with our money, y'all. This is, come on, sometimes we need a little tough love. Let me give y'all some tough love. I just say that because sometimes some people be getting super offended by the things I say, but it's okay. It's okay, because we're all about receipts, and we're all about making progress, and we're all about the proof being in the pudding. Come on, y'all. Let's get out of debt. Let's build up our emergency funds. Let's hit our savings goals for real in 2022. So that's what we're doing. All right, y'all. Until the next video, y'all. Peace.